All right, the guy said it's doable. So he said he's seen tour buses do it. It's gonna be so good. All right, we are getting ready to leave Aspen Grove Inn. This is as far west as we're gonna get. Today we're heading south to Utah. We're going to Utahraptor State Park, and it should be about a 7-hour drive is what Google says. But first stop is Idaho Falls for Walmart. So let's hit the road. We're at Walmart. Does it look familiar? It's the same one in Idaho Falls that we stopped at on the way in to Aspen Grove. Close. Alright, get out and check how we are. Yeah, that house is right there. Sweet. Love it. All right, we made it to Utahraptor State Park. It was a long day. I mean, it was only like a 7 or 8 hour drive. It just felt like a long time. Beans kind of tricked me into stopping. He was getting really anxious, like halfway through, like right when we were in Salt Lake City. And then of course we hit a traffic jam right there too. And so I pulled over as soon as I could, and he didn't even have to pee. Like, he was just sniffing. So I was kind of a little annoyed, but whatever, we're here. This place is spectacular. I cannot wait until tonight. I have a feeling that the night sky is going to be amazing. Even better than it was at Aspen Grove. And Aspen Grove's night sky last night especially was incredible. It was so nice. I hurt my neck looking at it. It was so awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna walk Beans and yeah, check in later. So it's Thursday afternoon. My plan for today is to go into Moab. I have some mail I need to pick up and I need some laundry to be done. Desperately need some laundry to be done. And then I think I'm gonna go through Arches National Park. And my goal is to get there shortly after 4 because that's when the timed entry stops. And I don't want to be too late, so let's do that. Alright, mail has been picked up. Now I'm headed back to the RV to get my laundry so I can go that way further to start it. Alright, laundry has been started. Now I'm going to go to this little food truck park and see if I can't get some smaller bills. Got this white chocolate raspberry gelato. Pretty yummy. Just walking Mr. Beans in Moab. He's been really good. Pretty hot in the RV. Might have to run the generator and turn the AC on for him. But laundry's in the dryer, so we just gotta wait for that to be done, and then we can GTFO. All right, we're at Arches National Park. I'm gonna go into the visitor center and just make sure that I can actually get through this. There's some switchbacks along this little road here that have me a little worried. So I'm just walking Beans for a second, and then I'm gonna go into the visitor center and see what they have to say. All right, the guy said it's doable. So he said he's seen tour buses do it. Wish me luck. It was a piece of cake. Vince and I are back from Chores and Arches National Park. The park was pretty cool. It's one direction. I kind of wish there was 2 exits or 2 entrances instead of just one. But it was nice. It was cool. Anyway, now I am eating some leftover chili, although it's kind of like a soup consistency that I made yesterday. It's really freaking good. It's sweet potato chili. It's got sweet potatoes and hot Italian sausage in it. It's really good. And then tonight they're doing a sky party at 8:30, and it looks like the clouds are gonna cooperate, so we'll get some good viewing of the night sky. We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect, but it's where I ran to the other day, so I'm gonna ride my bike because it's a mile and a half away. All right, so I just got back from the little star party that was happening tonight. It was really cool. They had a little telescope, and she was talking about how to identify constellations with just your eye. And then we looked through the telescope. We looked at Ring Nebula and Saturn. Saturn was really cool. You could even see a few of its moons. So that was really cool. And they even gave me this little badge too, which is really cool. But the whole thing was a lot of fun. It was really cool to see and hear all the stories about all the constellations and stuff. There was a ton of people, and I wish they would have been there at 8:30 when the thing starts instead of rolling in at 9:30 and lighting up the whole sky, which was really annoying, and then leaving, coming and going with all their lights on. That was really annoying, but what can you do? Anyway, it was a fun time, and glad I did it. All right, let's check out these bathrooms. So it's got all these individual stalls. It's got a little bench, nice shower, a sink, and a toilet, and it's all private. So this is a pretty nice one. I mean, this park is brand new. Actually, this park was recently renovated, so all of this stuff is brand new, and it's really nice. Can't complain. All right, it's Saturday morning. You know what that means. It's adventure time. So my plan for today is to find some, I think they're mountain bike trails that I'll either ride my bike on or walk on. Catch you when we do that. Just ditched my bike because the trails here have too much soft sand. I can't really get anywhere. So I'm gonna walk this Sovereign Trail. Maybe climb these little rocks? I don't know. was fun. It wasn't too long of a bike ride, but I got to do some exploring and some hiking, and that was nice. So I hope you enjoyed the footage, because it was kind of a pain to get it all. Now I'm just having a little snack, maybe a little light lunch, and then I'm probably gonna clean the place up because it's kind of gross, and then get some work done. And then eat pizza tonight for dinner. I'm excited for pizza. It's gonna be so good. All right, that's enough fun for one episode. Subscribe so you can see where adventure takes us next. But until then, stay excellent.